First, son, what do you do, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Divine. All right, man, before we get into this video, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you do know how I do. If you haven't already, when you hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, man, so we've had this conversation one time before, all right, about DBs and them having their backs turned. Now, these two clips you see, they are separate clips, but they are of the same game, okay? I need people to understand that this happens on more than an occasion than I'm talking here. Now, a lot of the times when I'm talking about it, it's normally just one clip that I'll show you of it happening, and then most people just write it off as, oh, well, that just happened in that game. The next game they played that they were supposed to. No, okay? This happens more than often, okay? Now, understand this. As a DB, right, you're in the red zone. This is like goal line play, right? Now, you got Dion and you got Cam Chancellor over here. Now, I understand that this is head-to-head. This is head-to-head, mud, no money spent. It happens mostly here, solo battles, and in franchise. Head-to-head, I can't say. Head-to-head regs, I can't say. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a toss-up at that point. But the point I'm trying to make is with Dion and Cam Chancellor, just a DB in general, when you're in the red zone or goal line, you do not turn your back. Go watch any NFL films that has something to do with a DB and watch them play in the red zone. You will never, ever, ever see a DB turn his back to the QB ever. As a matter of fact, go watch the Seahawks when they were in the Super Bowl and when Russell Wilson threw that pick and they should have gave it to Marshawn Lynch. If you watch when they ran that play, notice how everybody was still squared up. I'm tongue-tied now. I'm pretty sure that everybody was probably not really ready for that pass, but whatever. The point I'm trying to make is watch a lot of teams that go to the red zone or in the goal line and they decide to run a pass play. Nobody has their back turned. Everybody is literally squared up trying to figure out what the QB is going to do. If they're running zone, everybody's watching out to see what the QB is going to do. Everybody's covering their zone like they're supposed to. Go watch any NFL films, documentary or on a player, whatever. You will never see them in the red zone or in the goal line with their back turned at all whatsoever. You will never see that. Why exactly do you have Dion? Why do you have Cam Chancellor, both DBs that have their backs turned? Dion couldn't do nothing on that ball because he had his back turned. What is he following still? You're supposed to be squared up at all times. You're supposed to be strafing at all times. Why is your back turned? You following him for what? Turn around and watch the QB. Now, if you look at the other clips, same thing with Cam Chancellor. And let me tell you this too, okay? For everybody in the Madden community who don't see a problem with this, adjustments do not matter. Stop trying to explain to me how you should put that guy in this zone. Should told him to cover underneath, over the top, inside, outside. It don't matter. They're not going to work. Those adjustments do not work. For the people who say that they work, those work in the games that the game wants you to actually play some defense. Any other game is not going to work. It's broken, it's inconsistent, and it doesn't matter. Okay? If it mattered so much, we wouldn't be having guys doing stuff like that on defense. There's no reason for a DB to play defense like that. This cost me games because of this. I can't do nothing about that. The guy, he's doing underneath routes, so I'm trying to cover that with the guys who I got sitting at that spot in particular, but the guys who I got playing in the third level back there, the safeties or a corner that's back up there, I can't cover that. So I'm expecting these guys to use their defensive prowess to be able to cover that. No reason should a DB have their back turned. This happened to me twice in the same game. The same game, Clint. There's no reason for this to happen. This is something that is hard-coded within the game that makes DBs play like this. Because of this, Clint, I hope you realize that people are so overly confident to make these passes because, and even myself, to make these passes because the DBs do not play specifically to their ability. They don't. Every time I turn around, these guys are always running with their back turned to go cover a zone that they should already be sitting in or should be backpedaling to. There's no reason for them to have their back turned at all whatsoever, unless unless this is the only way that you turn your back. Unless the guy is literally about to run past you, the only way he has his back turned to you, the only way you turn your back is if he's about to run past you, or unless the guy throws the ball and it's intended for that receiver that you're supposed to be covering. That's the only time you turn your back. Other than that, you stay squared up. There's no reason to have your back turned at all whatsoever, let alone in the red zone. None at all whatsoever. this costs me games. You know what I'm saying? It gets on my nerves because nobody talks about this. Nobody says a word about this. Like, everybody thinks that this is just, oh, this is football. This happens. No, it doesn't. This does not happen. This doesn't happen. If a coach caught you playing like this and you were supposed to be a 5-star athlete, he will want to know, how the hell are you a 5-star athlete and you play defense like this? I don't even want to draft you. How are you even starting? There would be so many questions arise, whatever. There will be so many questions that will arise trying to figure out, how are you a 5-star athlete but you play defense like this? How? You know what I'm saying? If you was in NFL and all of a sudden you decide to start playing like that, coaches will sit you down immediately. There are people that are probably watching this video right now that used to play DB, or they knew somebody that played DB, or just know football all around in general, that understands that a DB doesn't do that. They don't play that way. Nobody does. So Clint, my question to you is, my man, why haven't you fixed this? It is about to be 3 months until Madden 23 is getting ready to drop. Again, I won't be buying it. I got my way of getting it for free. Again, Clint, how are you not seeing this? How? We're at the end of the cycle for Madden 22 at this point. And you mean to tell me that this has never been a problem that's been brought to your attention? But you want to talk about bringing in a new passing mechanic. I don't care about a passing mechanic. That was never a main concern from anybody that I know that said, you know what? I don't like the passing in Madden 22. I think they should revamp it. Said nobody ever. Said nobody ever. Clint, I promise you, if Madden 23 is anything like I imagine it going to be, with all the stupid mechanics and the reworked physics system for tackling and all this other crap you keep throwing at us, I promise you, if Madden 23 is anything like 22, or if it's a copy and paste, even with the new mechanics on, I'm lighting you up. And I swear to God, you're going to end up blocking me on Twitter, and that's not even going to be enough. I promise you I'm gonna let you have it. I'm not letting up. I don't care if you block me. I don't care what you do. But if this is continuously a problem in Madden 23, we gonna have problems. Straight up and down. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Hopefully y'all enjoy it, man. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Share the word, spread the links, because you do know how I do. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. This is unacceptable. I don't care what nobody says. This is unacceptable, because this can cost people games, especially if you're in tournaments where big money is on the line. This could cost you the tournament. Unacceptable. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Divine, and I'm signing out. Peace.